The gentleman whom we honor here today was born, educated, and raised in Montreal. In fact, he's a McGill grad. He segued from his early experience as a cub reporter and speechwriter to food retail and distribution executive, and later became an independent builder and real estate developer. In his capacity as executive vice president of Trisac Corporation, responsible for planning, development, construction, leasing, and finance, he was immersed in the cooperative effort it took to bring 6 million square feet of commercial, retail, and hotel space on stream. And he worked with such Fortune 500 companies as Xerox, GM, Hilton International, and Sheraton Corporation. What this gathering will most appreciate, though, and what we honor him for here today as our 2012 Cornerstone Award winner, is his founding of the Giller Prize in 1994, in tribute to his late wife, Doris Giller, who formerly worked as a literary columnist at the Toronto Star. Jack Rabinovitch is the epitome of our Cornerstone Award criterion, a Canadian person or organization from outside the writing field who demonstrates exemplary support for Canadian writers and the writing arena in general. To accept this award on his behalf, please help me welcome Elana Rabinovitch to the stage.
My name is Elana Rabinovitch, and I am here happily, but admittedly, a poor replacement for the real deal, the founder of the Scotiabank Giller Prize, and my father, Jack Rabinovitch. He did, from the very kind introduction from Barbara Hunt, have a lot to do in the real estate business, but what people may not know about Jack is that he was a frustrated writer and was all set after graduating from McGill and equipped with a scholarship to the Sorbonne, ready to go there to study English literature, and his father had a heart attack. They were living in Montreal, and he was forced to look after their light lunch in Montreal in his father's absence. So his dreams of going on to higher learning and higher writing were dashed somewhat. But his love of books remained, and he, to this day, can flawlessly recite back passages of Shakespeare that I have since forgotten. I like a steel trap and wit to match. I know that Jack would have wished, and did wish, and does wish that he was here today to receive this award, not me. And he would have been here if he could have, so I apologize for that, as does he. I'd also like to take the moment to thank and recognize my colleague in the Scotiabank Giller Prize, my partner in crime, Jim Dickinson, who joins me today here. And I want to thank Doug Gibson for those amazing stories. I can't even imagine one day Alice Munro and Morley Callahan were on the subway. And I think in 20 years I'm going to say one day Robert Sawyer and Wason Choi and Douglas Gibson were in a flash mob, crowdsourcing a novel. So I want to thank Barbara Hunt, who invited us here today, and the entire board of the Writers' Conference. The honor is unexpected and very, very gratifying, so I thank you for that. Looking at your past roster of Cornerstone recipients, it's clear we're in very good company. I can tell you that when Jack started the Giller Prize, it was the only way he had of managing his extreme grief at losing his wife, Doris. He wanted to make a big statement, and with the help of some friends, came up with the idea of a literary prize. Doris was a literary journalist who wrote for the Montreal Gazette and the Toronto Star, but more than that, she could read, smoke, give Jack hell, and watch TV all at the same time. He had no idea then, back in 1994, that the Giller, or more specifically, the books and the authors the prize seeks to highlight, would come to matter so much to readers and to writers just like you. There was no imagining in 1994 that the prize would have helped galvanize Canadians' love of their own authors and their own stories. I think the most thanks is due really to the people in this room whose love of books has you sitting through plenaries and workshops and readings and lectures and addresses. The people who, for nothing other than a sheer love of words and stories, are here today. We wouldn't be here, the Giller that is, if you weren't. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for the honor.